Hey everybody! Today I am taking you on a close-up view of my bug-out van because a lot of people wanted to know more about this. So let me start from the outside because I think this is the most important thing to having a bug-out van. Now Jeff the Canuck has really taught me a lot because he specializes in bug-out vehicles. He has a Westphalia, which is great. It's diesel, you can run it off of biofuels and things like that. But as a woman, I opted for a vehicle that was not so obviously livable. So I bought an Econoline van. And the best thing about this, I believe, is that you can really go incognito with this van. It looks just like every other plumbing van on the street, and nobody is going to suspect that you've converted the inside of this to be a bug-out vehicle. So the first thing I did was put in dark blackout windows so people couldn't see inside and see that I actually had a living situation going on in here. And, you know, of course, from outside you can see it looks great, okay, and you get a bunch of privacy. The other thing I did and bought was a couple things in case I really had to live in this for a while or get out. And one of this was a Visa potty. Everybody needs a toilet. This is portable. It's not even attached. I just put it in with bungee things. I did a lot of research. This one is exceptionally good. It's really easy. You just pull this thing out and you can dump it in your normal toilet or at a park, you know, facility or whatever. You don't need to go to any real special place. It's not a big hassle if you know, do it every day. I also got one of these standard Coleman coolers that acts as my refrigerator if need be. This was about $150. It's really pricey, but honestly I couldn't even find it cheaper used. So you kind of get what you pay for, and it does keep its value. Okay, another thing I did was of course get these sunshade things just for more privacy again. And as you can see from the front of my van, if anyone was to look in the front window, right, it just looks like some normal, you know, work van. It was actually a Sears van. Okay, then I installed these extra little curtains here. I just put them on a bungee cord. And, you know, in fact, these were just cheap curtains. They came that way. I just hung them up. And again, this affords more privacy. So if people were looking in the windows that aren't blacked out in the front, which is illegal in California, they can't see back here and see that I actually have a bunch of stuff back here that's worth stealing. Another thing I did was I made this little curtain here so that I could keep my side door open and still get air. And again, people can't see what I'm doing. Okay. So back here now is the bed action that I made. Now I use this right now as, you know, on the weekends when I go surfing or go away, but it's officially, I bought it for bug out reasons. It's in case I had to get out of town, my friends had to get out of town. So I made this bed situation pretty basic. Anybody can do it, obviously, if I did it. And if you can see underneath, there's enough room to store things, and I actually have some things that I've started to store underneath there. And I'm going to pull them out and show you what they are so you know, can see what you might need. Now, this is something that I really like, and this is just basic, smaller versions of what you might need in a kitchen. Because if you are in a situation where you're having to bug out and hide, it's, you know, you want to keep things as normal as possible. And this is really simple. Like I said, I can just snap this up like this, right? And now I'm going to just stick it. Well, first I want to pull this stuff out. But this stuff just goes underneath really simply. Boom, right? Just boom, underneath, away it goes. This is what I really wanted to show you for people that are serious about bugging out and being prepared. This is a Berkey water filter. It was expensive, guys. It's the travel version. It's $250. But let me tell you what this does. And remember, look at the size of it, right? You're going to need water if you're ever in a real crisis situation. You can't carry water with you enough as you're going to need. You need a gallon a day or something, right? So this will actually filter any kind of water, even swamp water, not ocean water, but this would be invaluable. I mean, you could put it in a backpack and run with it, and you could have water for your entire family. So that's just, I mean, can't say enough about that because, let's face it, we can't live without water. I have a little generator, and for emergencies, I bought this. Now, this is only 25 watts. I know it's a pathetically small amount of wattage, but it's a solar panel. The darn thing was $300. Maybe you can get them cheaper now. I bought them a couple years ago. But if I'm in an emergency situation and I do not have electricity, I can plug this into my little generator, and it will charge my generator. And from my generator, then I can, it has normal plugs, so I can put in my phone and charge it, computer, small appliances, whatnot. Obviously, you wouldn't be able to run a whole household off. This is an emergency situation. So I keep this under here too. So from the back, it kind of looks like this. Kind of looks like a dreamy little, Barbie camper van, and it is. I use it for both, because let's just face it, if you wanted to get, use this as a, bug out vehicle, you'd have to get out of town pretty quick, because, the roads are going to fill up. The freeways are going to fill up. So I like to keep this also full of gas, so I wouldn't have to stop at gas. But, I can only use this if I got out soon. And it's also a great thing, I have to say, if you don't have another place to store your stuff. What you don't want to do is ever put all your stuff in one place, right? You want to break up your different goods that you have in case something happened to your house, you had some in your car. Something happened to one car, you had it in another car. So basically, I also use this as storage for my extra bug out gear in case something happened to my house. So I hope this helped everybody, and it's a beautiful day in California. I hope everybody's having a great day, and I hope this helped.